Sequences. Evaluate sequences in recursive form. Okay, so on this problem right here, you start with a negative 16. So we have a negative 16. This is my first term. So negative 16. That's our first term. Then we want to find what the second term is, and then we want to find what the third term is. What we're doing is we're multiplying by a negative 1/2. So we're going to take negative 16 times negative 1/2. So we multiply across, so we get actually a positive 16 here. So I'll just make that a plus sign. All over 2. So this becomes 8. Now we'll take the second term, which is 8, and times this by a negative 1/2. Put the 8 over 1. So negative 8 over 2, which becomes negative 4. So our answer here would be negative 4. So f of 3 would have a value of negative 4. Okay, next one, you have negative 6 for f of 1. So the first term here is negative 6, followed by your second term, which is negative 4, and you want to find this third term. Well, right here, a simple way of doing this would be to think of f of 3 being made up of the value of f of 1. So let me make this into a equal sign. So what happens here is f of 3 is equal to f of 1 plus f of 2. So f of 3 would be the value of f of 1, which is a negative 6, plus the value of f of 2, which shows as a negative 4. And I'm reading it right here. Here's f of 1 is a negative 6, f of 2 is a negative 4. So from here we would find that f of 3 would be equal to a negative 10. So negative 10 would be the next number in the sequence. So f of negative 10. Okay, next question, we have f of negative 2. So h of 1, we start off with 1 being a negative 2. Now this is a weird one here in that these are all n's, so we want to find what 2 is. So let's take this notation here, this h of n is equal to h of n minus 1 plus n. And let's write this better here. So let's write this as a negative 1. So we want to find what h of 2 is. So n is going to become 2. So wherever you see an n, that's going to become a 2. So we have h of 2 is equal to h of 1 plus 2. So we have h of 2 is equal to, well, what is h of 1? H of 1 is a negative 2, and then we have plus 2. So h of 2 would be actually equal to 0. Okay, next problem here. This one we have g of 1 is equal to 4. So we have 4, that's 1. We want to find what 2 is, and we want to find what 3 is. Now notice this, unlike the other one where this was an n and I substitute everything into this, I have a number here which is negative 3, And what we're doing here is we're timesing by negative 3. So we're going to take that 4 we start with, times it by negative 3, and this gives me a negative 12. Now we want to take negative 12, go ahead and times it by that negative 3 we see right here, and this gives me a positive 36. So that the third term is actually a positive 36, because starting with the 4, we're timesing by negative 3 each time.